Alright, Jason B, thank you so much for purchasing souvenir piece number 4. We got 2 pieces left if anyone's interested. Thank you everybody so much for your support. Alright, got to ride into town so I could save on some gas money. Needed some hardware for this next process. We got the first panel put up. I'll show you toward the end of this video. Give you a little sneak peek what's going on. Also got 4 tubes of quad and about 50 of these washers. Gonna be taking a trip next week to go pick up some steel. Got that ordered. All the steel I need to build these fenders. Build a little support bar for the edge of the front cap so it has something to bolt to. Got a 4x4 sheet of 16 gauge so I can make the panel there. 80 feet of 1.5 inch square tube, 1/8 inch thick for the back of bed. Don't know if I could take too many more trips with this truck until I get this thing replaced. Kind of hoping that's where it's leaking out from, but that's probably wishful thinking. The washboarding on this road is so bad, it's breaking all sorts of stuff. All the coolant's gone in the reservoir, so let's top this off. I hate driving down this road. We are off to get that steel, finally. Steel to get that flatbed done, as well as the front fenders. And that should be the last big purchase I need to make, unless I get some of that spray insulation foam for the front, which I'm probably just going to try using that insulation mat instead. So thank you everybody so much for the help. Still need to get some steel for the side skirts and for the bumper, possibly, if I don't end up trying to make something out of scrap. Beautiful day today. Mercedes Sprinter 2500 all over. It's pretty sweet. It's lifted. Class A RV right there. Sure do miss my RV. Actually, that's a different one. There's another one that runs around here. It's lifted, but it's got a pretty cool bumper on it. Might even have a cargo rack. It's pretty, looks kind of top heavy, but looks like it's all set up for off-roading. It's pretty sweet van. Alright, got all their washers that they had left, except for these. They still had a few of these 3/4 inch left. Bought 3 boxes of those. I'm sick of running out of washers, so I bought extra this time. 3 boxes of the 3/4 inch. They only had 1 box of the 1.5 or 1.25 by 3/16. So I got the rest of those. thought that was the steel place for a second. I'm like, oh no, why are they closed? Okay, I don't get to get the steel today. They gotta cut it still, so I'll be coming out tomorrow to pick that up. It is there, but I can't carry 20-foot long pieces of steel, so. All right, got all the washers I need. Should have all the screws I need. Now get back onto the walls here. So that's where we're at. Ceiling's all done. You guys already saw that. Get these walls done, and then we can really start making some progress on the interior. But that's what we got going on. All right, got a couple more panels put up before midnight. It is 11:29, August 20th. I almost forgot. Today is 10 years sober for me from drinking. So, a little pat on the back. And tomorrow, I think I might give myself some sushi to celebrate. If I remembered it today, I might have actually got me. So anyway, it's a great day today. August 20th, I got sober in 2015 of August 20th. Quit smoking cigarettes September of that year. I don't really care about that though. That was nothing compared to trying to quit drinking. That was a horrible, it was extremely hard to do. And gas. Let's see if we can get any sushi. It's a little late in the day. It's like almost 2:30, I think. So it might be a little late to pick up any sushi. It might be all gone. But let's find out. Alright, we're gonna look. Here we go with the big plate today now. Alright. Got me a couple items. Big tray of sushi for breakfast. Haven't had breakfast yet. And then this awesome looking sandwich for lunch. So I'll be eating good today. I'm actually really excited for that sandwich. That's looking awesome. But I'm mostly excited for this sushi. Holy moly, it's been a while since I had some sushi. So big tray of sushi for a big celebration. Big day today. 10 years sober. $14.49 for that. 7 something for this. It was about 22 bucks total. Alright, let's go get some steel and head on back. Should get some groceries while I'm down here too, but I want to make this a quick trip. I want to get this steel, get this last big load done. I'll still have to come back and pick up a couple pieces to do the side skirts and probably some for the bumper, unless I can find some scrap to get that done. And a couple of sheets of plywood for that flatbed, or a few sheets. Get some 3/4 inch pressure treated. Need to get some D-rings so I can strap stuff down when I start moving out of here. loaded up. Put a strap on these just in case. All right, steel's loaded up. Let's get on back. Shout out to everyone working at that fabrication shop. Y'all are very, very nice, very helpful. One of the employees is working on a Prevost conversion, or he has converted it, which sounds pretty awesome. Some of those Prevost buses are really nice. So that was cool to hear his story, or his little project. And yeah, awesome shop. I like going there. Than yesterday. I'd say it's closer to 80, but still pretty nice. All right, steel is delivered. Got a bunch of 1.5 inch by 1/8 inch for the bed. Gonna just do a grid type of thing. Get a couple bars close enough so I can mount the wheel wells back on. Got some 1 inch for the front fenders for filling in these areas. Would like to make it removable. So if I ever need to get in here and get to the spark plugs or anything like that, I got a whole lot of room I can make for myself. I've got this 1.5 by 3 inch chunk of steel there. That's going to be the support beam for the front cap. Made it nice and wide so I have room for that cap to move around. I did mark the edge, but I didn't line up holes or anything, so there's a chance that's going to shift around a little bit on me. So I just got a nice big wide piece for it to mount to. And it leaves me room for error for getting those holes mounted and drilled. And then off of the back of that beam, I will build the removable fenders. Pretty sure I'll make them removable. There's a chance I will just weld them on, but Just want to get some 1.5 inch. Do the same thing I've been doing everywhere else. Alright, got me this awesome looking sandwich for later. But it is time to get into the sushi. My favorite. Alright, sushi for breakfast. Haven't eaten anything yet today. Had a late lunch though, so it doesn't really feel like breakfast. Or a late lunch. I had a late dinner. My God. Here's the 10 years sober. Big old piece of tuna there. That's so good. Sushi is my absolute favorite. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for being here for my 10 years sober celebration. 10 years in one day now. More power to everybody who's trying to get sober. It's a difficult thing. It took about a year for me to feel like I finally beat it. And to feel like it wasn't nagging in the back of my mind to drink all the time. That was a really difficult thing to get over. So, but it can be done. Anybody else out there trying to beat their habits and get healthy, more power to you. Stay strong, and exercise helps. Good food helps. Drink lots of water, etc., etc. So I'm gonna eat up this sushi, get that steel put away, get back to work on those interior walls, and we're gonna get this thing done. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, liking and subscribing. Members, helpers, supporters, everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.